Good evening and welcome to the SAGU Sports Network feature presentation on a wonderful Tuesday night here in Waxahachie, Texas. You have joined us for round one of the Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament, and that is your Lady Lions playing host to the Oklahoma Panhandle State University. The Aggies have come to town, and they're going to try to – this is a one and done. And by the way, I'm John Cookman, and along my side is Devin Webb with her expert analysis. Devin, this is going to be exciting. But I'm being told that we're going to go down to the court. Will Boone's got an interview with Coach Hank Moore.
Thanks, John. Coach, this is not your first rodeo being here at home for the first round of the Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament. How excited are you to have your home fans backing your team up tonight?
Well, anytime we get to play here, it's an advantage for us because our fans are awesome. So we're excited to be able to get to play this at home and not have to travel.
You defeated OPSU in 2 matches this season and only dropping 1 set in those 2 matches. Is your game plan changing coming into this 3rd match, or is it staying the same?
You know, it's hard to beat a real good team 3 times in a season, but we'll still attack the same way we always did. We did do a lot of scouting with them. They've changed some things in their lineup, so we'll just see how we match up. But we're very excited to get to play them in our house.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck to you. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Will, and thanks, Coach Moore. It's always exciting. That is one of the key reasons you want to finish in the top 4 of the final 8 in your conference so that you can at least get home court advantage in round 1. And that is exactly what your Lady Lions have done. And we are going to have a tip-off here very soon Right now, we're going to throw you back down to the court for the pregame festivities, the opening prayer, the national anthem, and the all-important starting lineups. You are watching the SAGU Sports Network.
Athletic Conference Tournament. We ask all that is in attendance, please stand to your feet and remove your caps as we honor God in prayer, and please remain standing as we honor our nation with our national anthem. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity tonight to gather and watch these two teams battle and compete. Lord, we ask that you keep the athletes safe from injury and allow them to play for an audience of one. It is in your name that we play and we pray. Amen. And with tonight's national anthem, performing Danielle Leonard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now, the starting lineups for Oklahoma Panhandle State. Number 0, Ashley Sanchez. Number 7, Kira Parks. Number 8, Eduarda Souza. Number 19, Idacia Agosi. Number 22, Celiana de Leon. Number 23, Essence West. Number 1, Anat Libero, Makina Kapak. And fans, make some noise for your SAGU Lady Lions starting lineup. Number 3, Riley Birchman. Number 4, Alexis Mueller. Number 5, Ava Myers. Number 6, Abby Wells. Number 11, Emma Tompkins. Number 18, Jancy Akers. And at libero, number 10, Tessa Glick.
All right, there you have it, the starting lineups and the pregame festivities are all behind us, and now we just have to play some volleyball, Devin.
That's right. The fun part begins.
Yes, and that's what we're all here for. This is so exciting. Postseason, it's a one-and-done type of situation. And technically, yes, you know that your conference tournament, generally, for these teams, for these top 8 teams, generally speaking, there is one more of a national tournament that they can look forward to. And you're aiming as an NAIA school to get in the NAIA national tournament, but also a lot of these schools cooperate in another national league called the NCCAA, the Christian College Athletic Association. And I know that there will be bids for most of these schools if they don't go to the NAIA. So there is another little bit of light at the end of the tunnel for postseason play. But as far as it works, it's one and done. And there is OPSU with the opening point. And now you'll see first rotation for OPSU. And it will be, Devin, Nora Castillo to serve. Go ahead.
I was just going to say your comment about there potentially being another option for these teams to play, even if they lose tonight. They're still going to come out and play as if it's their last match. That's part of the fun of the postseason in every sport, really. There's so much on the line, and you come out really wanting to play your hardest. So we'll see that, no doubt, from both teams.
And that's a great hit by Abby Wells going to her right side, and which is a kind of intimidating blocking wall from 22 and 23, two of OPSU's best defensive players. But 23, we'll be calling her name all night, Essence West, the best outside hitter in the Southern Athletic Conference. Oh, that's a nice hit provided by Kira Parks for OPSU.
And that looked a little bit like a timing issue on the block for the Lady Lions, but also we talk a lot about net penetration. There was quite a significant gap in between where that block was set up and where the net was. So anytime you're wanting to set up an aggressive block, you want to penetrate the net so there is zero space for a ball to come through. So that'll be something to watch for tonight as both teams are offensively coming out strong.
And there's Alexis Mueller, the Lions' superstar hitter, going to the back line. And it looked like that might have dropped in no matter what, but it was shanked off of the back line of OPSU. OPSU in system, good play, good set, just a bad hit. Alanis Ruiz, she had a good game just a couple of weeks ago. It's not been long since OPSU has been in the Schaefer Center to play, and they're a very good team, and they're just coming on really strong at the end of the season, getting some great wins. And that's Emma Tompkins just trying to go right over the top, and she did. Her ability to be high in the air is exacerbated by how long she is.
And you could see in that replay there, Essence West was a little bit late getting up in the block. So Emma Tompkins did exactly what she should have done there, capitalized on a late block, hitting straight into her hands, which obviously you wouldn't do if the block was set and in its place at the right time. But because she saw how late she was, there's a really open space there for Emma Tompkins to be able to tool off of her hands.
Ruiz with the big hit, blocked by the Lady Lions. Oh, good defense by the libero OPSU. Back in system for the Lions. And that is going to be point SAGU. Very athletic move. Now watch this. Right at the end, after Mueller hits it, she almost goes in the net. And that she made it look easy, but that is very hard to stay out of the net. That would have taken that point away. Oh, another athletic move right there by Parks. Mueller hits it again. Good defense by OPSU. Essence West. And that's going to be out. And she goes for back right corner. We've seen her hit that one so many times. And that's going to be a timeout. And probably a really good timeout by Coach Allen.
And, you know, we've talked a lot on the broadcast. Depending on the opponents, every coach is so different in how they call their timeouts and what their philosophy is there. But pretty standard across the board in postseason. You know that no matter what, every set you're going to have 2 timeouts. You don't want to let either team get on any kind of a run. to get ahead too far in a set. So a 5-point spread here, obviously a good time to call a timeout. OPSU has experienced several unforced errors. Balls are being hit out of bounds. We saw several plays ago a ball hit in the net. So anytime those unforced errors kind of become more of a trend, even though it's early on in the set, you want to nip that in the bud, give a chance to refocus. Just a little pep talk. There may not be a whole lot to say other than, okay, we got to clean up our game, because the Lady Lions haven't done anything huge to really, they've had a couple strong swings, but nothing just over the top. So OPSU on their side has some opportunity to clean some things up to lessen this point deficit.
Well said, Devin, and it's a good 5 to 6 hour, no, maybe even longer than that, 7-hour road trip for OPSU from Goodwell, Oklahoma. Real close to Texas, but over in the Panhandle, that's a really long ride. I'm not sure if they woke up early and just drove that this morning. Most schools in the NAI they do that on a regular basis. So could be a little bit of the road legs that you got to work out in this first game.
So for those of you that may be wondering what that most recent call was, anytime the R1, the referee on the stand, puts up two hands with forearms straight up in the air and hands flat, that means that there's a back row violation. So what happened, the Lady Lions had an offense set up on the front row, and it looked like their setter, who is back row but just pushing up to the net, went above the plane of the net to try and play defense on the ball, which is not allowed. So a little explanation for you, so a sign from the R1 to look for in the future.
Yeah, it doesn't happen a lot, so I kind of, I'm a novice. I've been watching this for a little while, but at how the game's played, it's good to be reminded of some of those really good details. Look at that. Tessa Glick was a good 10 feet behind the out-of-bounds line and almost got that over. That just seemed impossible.
That's so hard to do, to run. Your body is sending all momentum in one direction, and then you're trying to somehow, all in a split second,
reverse that.
Yeah,
yep.
Exactly. So that's really tricky. No matter how quick you are, you've got to completely have time to shift your momentum, which is nearly impossible to do.
And I would say all together, when you look at the ladies that are on the floor and even all the way down the bench for Coach Moore, this is probably his most athletic team I have ever seen fielded. There's a lot of great athletes at play for the Lady Lions tonight. Mueller with a big hit. Salas. She kind of left that one all about Salas. That was great. Actually, I thought she was going to land that foot in front of the 10-foot line. She was a little bit off balance and got away with it, and then just inexplicably not fielded by OPSU. Great block, Jancy Akers and Riley Burcham. Mueller. Oh, wow. And that she got under it. Avery Turner. That was some great defense. Didn't seem possible.
And the Lady Lions have continued to pull ahead. We had the last timeout called at a 5-point lead. And now with that missed serve, OPSU is only down by 6. So, not a lot has changed on their end, but we have seen a lot more aggressive plays just in these last couple of rallies from the Lady Lions.
That was Kaya Bach with the service error. She got an 8-point. Before that, Mueller tried to tool the block, but it was successfully blocked. Mueller gets it back over. Ruiz from the right side this time. That seems to be one of her favorite spots. They work her both left and as a right hitter. And she connects finally in this match with a successful point from the right side.
And a fun thing to watch, too, anytime Alexis Mueller goes up to hit, that last play was a great example of this. But we talk a lot about how you have to trust your defense. When you're an offensive player, you're at the net, you have to trust that the team that's behind you is going to cover any blockage that comes from the other side of the court. And that was a great representation of that. Alexis Mueller had a strong swing. She was probably about 5 feet off the net. So she technically could have just taken a couple shuffles to the right and gotten that ball up. But she has enough trust in her teammates to not interfere, and that allows the play to keep going and stay clean.
That is OPSU point. And their libero, McKenna Kopic back to serve. Oh, and that just kind of was a little bit of lack of communication. Who's going to get that? I thought you were going to get it. No, I thought you were going to get it. And that falls in the favor of the Lady Lions, holding on to a 5-point lead. There's a little mini surge by OPSU there. Good hit by Ruiz. Neal has to just get it over. Oh, the good block by Jancy Akers and Abby Wells. Now they go over that combo. Very nice defense by OPSU. And what is that called?
It's a net violation on OPSU. So I'm trying to see. Yeah, that was called on number 10, Alanis Ruiz. Yeah. And I was going to say, for OPSU, number 9, Leslie Galarza, that was a beautiful set. I mean, it was like halfway through the previous rally. So it has passed along, but just a lot of great body control there. Really impressive movement to get that ball all the way across the floor.
Great service ace by Riley Burcham. Burcham to serve again with Tessa Glick on the back line, playing defense as the libero tonight.
We've seen Burcham take a lot of balls on defense.
Oh, big hit, but even a bigger block. And that was Adalicia Agboasi.
We've seen Burcham take a lot of balls on defense tonight, which is just highlighting how the Lady Lions have such a clear path for when that happens. There hasn't been any confusion thus far. Of course, now that I say that, it might happen. But they haven't had any confusion behind who is going to take that second ball. And that's something that you just execute over and over and over in practice time so that there's no doubt. And the Lady Lions have executed that very well.
Abby Wells with a big kind of cross-court hit. Watch this. She goes to the left. Really calls the back defensive specialist out there and wins that battle. Oh, another really big block. Actually, that came down on the side of OPSU. Not a block, but a point for Abby Wells. She's got 3 kills already in this set. Pettin digs it out. Good set for Ava Myers. Oh, and that's going to be a lift call.
I was going to say, man, lots of jousting, and that last one was a little questionable.
Yeah. If it wasn't so far behind her.
Right. Yeah.
You know, she kind of had to really reach back, and those you just kind of want to pop. You don't want to control it at all, or it's going to look like a lift.
Well, and you also run the risk of if you just close your fist and try and punch it, that's a horribly unathletic move.
Yeah, right. So, and who knows where it's going to go.
Exactly. Kind of a lose-lose situation.
Lady Lions now have gotten a solid 9-point lead. And lately, Devin, that's kind of been the story. We make these predictions where we think it's going to be an incredibly tight game. And the SAGU team has just really put on a good offensive clinic And they just don't get behind too much. If they do, I will say this. One thing that I have noticed in the recent history of this year is that if they do get behind, they usually don't come back. But it seems to be 90+% that they get the lead and they stay ahead and they go ahead and take the set.
Yeah, so they're able to maintain that momentum once it's on their side. They start strong with it, but they struggle just a little bit more when they get in the hole and have to mentally pull out to get ahead again.
Agboasi and number 8, Edurda Salsa, get a great block there. And that was hit hard by Ava Myers. And I was impressed with how Bertram had to bump set that. She was kind of out in a weird area. Ooh, that looked like it was on the line. Oh, that was overridden by R2 and R1. And R2 says, walks to Coach Allen and says, that's my call. Because Coach Allen quickly pointed out, wait a minute, the line judge standing right there called it out.
That's a moment you don't want to be a line judge.
Yeah, it's true. And everyone in the gym said, no, that was on the line.
See, that's a scenario where, you always say the ball never lies. But
okay, well, you're calling me out there.
You only say it unless it did lie, and so.
Well, maybe what? Listen, there was a differencing of opinion there.
That's true.
And the initial call by the line judge says it was out. She was the closest one.
We will never really know.
So we have angles. We could go back and do some investigative journalism on that one hit, but not worth it. SAGU Lady Lions still maintain a 9-point lead. I think Coach Allen would be a little more in protest if that was a 2021 call, not a 19-10 call.
Exactly, and now here we are, 19-10. OPSU is out of timeout, so we're not going to see any stoppage of the game, obviously, unless something turns and the Lady Lions fall behind later in the set. But with a push like that from Bertram, left-handed.
She's so good at that.
Getting
so
up,
good.
Yeah, man, that strength that she's built up over time in that left hand is huge. Especially a non-dominant hand is so tricky to be able to have the strength to push and also the direction to be able to put it in the right spot. And Bertram has both, a deadly combo.
That was a big hit. It actually was dug out and hit the scoreboard. That's how hard it was hit. Oh, and that's Ava Myers let loose just a little too much, trying to shallow out the court and go completely across. If she would have gone back line, it probably would have landed in. But there was a defensive player in the way. Here comes OPSU with the serve. Myers, that is a little high for Myers. And they're going to say double contact.
Thank you for that, R1.
And Miss Webb.
I'm up here officiating myself.
The stickler for the double contact I've noticed over the years.
Ooh, aiming for the tape there.
And she does that all the time, successfully. She's won. I don't know that you want all your servers to be aiming for the top tape of the net, but Ava Myers has an incredible accuracy with the way she hits it to get that over. Lewis with a big hit, and she tools the block, goes out of bounds, which is point OPSU. Now Salas comes in. We have Merrick in, and Tessa Glick on the back row playing in their defensive specialties. Oh, great hit by Alexis Nealer. She's got, she really fool you a lot of times because she's got like 3 levels of velocity with the same swing. And I think she controls that by how she opens her hand or closes it, as what I've noticed. But she's very good at that, at fooling you with what speed is she going to hit you with.
Great hustle by Bertram to get all the way across the court and set up a clean set. Although tiny out of system, but playable.
Yep. Kai Bai got an excellent receive there. Oh, Jancy Akers getting on the scoreboard with her first kill and making OPSU pay for not penetrating the net quite enough. She squeezes that one in on this ever so nice slide play that they have given her this year. Ooh. Kai Bai gets her hand on it, but that ball was hit way too hard by Zoe Fry.
That was a home run for sure.
Yeah. Here comes Coppage with the serve. Bertram just kind of has to get it back in. Wow, great placement to get it to Mariquin. And that's going to be point SAGU, and that's actually the set point, which gives SAGU the first game of this best-of-3 match.
Best of 5.
I
was like, wait a second.
I tell you what, I got the best-of-3 kind of on my mind because SAGU has introduced a new set of sport.
Esports.
It's the Esports.
Yes.
And they are doing so well. Last night, the Super Smash Ultimate team actually qualified for the national tournament. And so they have one more week of regular season play, and so they do it different. What's really cool about Esports is they play a season each semester. So the fall semester is a season. So they're about to end the season play, and then they will go into the national tournament bid. And your SAGU Smash Esports team, we call them the Smash Bros Esports team. That's one of 5 titles, game titles that are being played here. And then the Rocket League, if they have not qualified, we have a feeling that tomorrow's match, they probably will qualify for the national tournament. They are doing extremely well, ranked number 6 in the nation. And then Valorant's playing tonight. There you go. You see the Super Smash Finals. They played Bethel of Indiana last night, and they did a fantastic job. Just an absolute fantastic job.
Man.
Working, they actually lost their first 2 matches, just trying to figure this thing out. And they've come on strong, winning a lot as of late. So it's a new world out there.
I was going to say, man, that is a foreign world to me. My husband will be thrilled.
Yeah.
He will be all over that.
Well, I tell you, every millennial guy and a lot of millennial gals out there are excited about it. It's the fastest growing competitive sport in America right now. And with several hundred colleges participating in esports across America, lots are getting scholarships. Imagine getting your education paid for, partially paid for, because you're very good at playing a video game. That is amazing, but it's a lot of fun to watch and be a part of.
It is 2021, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, this was...
Has this been around
kind of
for a long time?
Well, no. I'd say 3 years competitively in the collegiate ranks.
Okay.
It's really starting to grow ever more so in the high school ranks. And then, of course, the professional ranks have been around for more than a decade. And if I told you what these guys were winning, you would just lose your mind. I'm going to just throw out one thing. The top earner last year, he played a foreign game I've never even heard of called Dota 2, made almost $12 million in a year. just competing.
I am in the wrong industry.
I mean, that's what everybody's saying. So there is, it's a lot of fun to be. It's good to see like team sports for everyone.
That's right.
And that's neat. All right, back to the action. They're about to tip off. First serve goes to OPSU, and that's Ashley Sanchez, your Lady Lions. To Abby Wells, she tooled the block. That went out so fast. I was actually looking for the ball in play, and it was over there on the sidelines. She just hits the ball incredibly hard.
She's got great control, too, with changing the direction of the ball with her wrist. She can make that game time decision, no pun intended, but when she goes up, she can be planning to hit cross court when she jumps into the air, and then she sees the block and says, okay, I need to tool like I just did, and she can turn that wrist over. Amazing.
Yeah, that is Essence West with her first kill of the match, actually, which is a little strange because Essence West averages 4. Just think about that, Devin. 4 kills per game. 4 kills per game. The next closest is 2.8 in the conference. Pretty crazy. She gets a lot of swings, although tonight, not as many as we're used to seeing. Ava Myers goes right into the heart of the block and gets it just by hitting it hard.
See, and if I were R1, I might would have called that a double contact on Burcham. It was a little questionable.
Man, you are just relentless
Ruthless.
on the double contact. Let them play, Deb. Let them play. Good hit by Parks. SAGU defense just a little better. Going to the back line with Ava Myers. Man, what a great defensive stand by OPSU. Oh, lightly touched, but Essence West gets it. They're going to go a little confusion on who that was going to. And Mealer. And that just shows you how good Riley Burcham is. It is rare that Burcham misses where she's going. Even when it's kind of helter-skelter and it seems like it might be out of system, she will get it to someone cleanly and clearly. Oh, big hit by Emma Tompkins over the middle. There again, Burcham, just a perfect low set. She had to make that happen kind of quick. I mean, just split-second decision-making by Burcham. So more and more impressed by her play the more I see her. Ava Myers back to serve for the Lady Lions. Oh, that's out. It's a rare miss for Myers. She's such a good and consistently accurate server. Here we go. Galarza serves for OPSU. Mealer again. Mealer's just beginning to put on a outside hitting clinic. She's not missing. Just not missing tonight. Has she hit one out? She's hit one in the blocks. But I don't think she's just actually hit one out.
I don't think so.
West. Woo! Oh, my goodness.
You salute that one.
Yeah, and that's what we're used to seeing by the superb athlete in number 23, Essence West for OPSU. She's got what we call in the business some hops.
And it was interesting there, Jancy Akers is typically antenna to antenna pretty well. I don't know if she misjudged where the set was going to go, but West had a wide open net there. Mealer was the only block up, so typically you have that duo. When you have a really strong hitter that's giving you problems, then you set up a triple block. But that's kind of a change you adjust throughout a set. But there, it was just a single block, so she had the entire cross court wide open. Pregame.
It's Burcham to serve for the Lady Lions. soft get over by OPSU. OPSU just kind of bounces to back, but Tessa Glick's too quick. Fry goes cross court. Salas with the great defense. Oh, they're going to give that to OPSU. And Abby Wells really felt passionately that that was a defensive tip. But R1 says, no, ma'am, you just hit it too hard.
Whoa.
Okay. All right. She's there's a new she found a new gear.
That
And
was amazing.
I talked about the 3 levels that she kind of hits, but she even swung harder that time and got it in the sweet spot. Wow.
And she had gone cross court most of the night. So that down the line shot is a switch up for her. But as you said, a new speed. Several service errors now here for the Lady Lions in set 2.
In the esports world, they call that the mix-up. You
In
got to mix
baseball,
your game up.
The baseball, that's a changeup, right? That's a pitch? The name
Well,
of the pitch?
name of the pitch is a changeup, but the changeup would indicate she's swinging real hard, but hits it real soft.
Okay, gotcha. My minimal baseball knowledge.
That's all right. It is actually something. Oh, Burcham with the one-hand set. I don't know how she did it. I saw it. Oh, Abby Wells.
Someone is in the net. Who
Yeah,
was
the net is really shaking.
It looks like number 19.
Okay, so that goes
OPSU.
against OPSU. The Aggies will collect that error, and they were actually making a little headway there. So Glick back to serve. Zoe Fry. Glick. Wow. Some really great athleticism being shown by the Lady Lions. I talked about it earlier in set 1. This is just a most athletic team. And Glick was nothing but short of amazing on that get. Fry. She knows how to tool the block better.
Well, and that's a great set, too. I mean, again, you're changing direction. Your body's momentum is going one way, and you're trying to force the ball another way. So to have a set that clean, that tight to the net, when your body is moving in a different direction is just doubly impressive. So that was a beautifully executed play by the Aggies.
Here comes Ashley Sanchez to serve for OPSU. Abby Wells, again, she likes that back left corner. And no one on OPSU has been able to figure that out. She is also hitting at a very high clip tonight, and I'm sure we'll have some stats in between the game for you. Here comes Faith Merrickwood to serve for the Lady Lions. She hits the tape. Missed jump by Aussie. That's an easy point for the Lady Lions. Starting to maybe pull away just a little bit. Merrickwood to serve again. Gets it over cleanly this time. Ooh, Tompkins just takes on Essence West with a great block, and then Ava Myers on the outside hits it nice and hard and tools it to go out of bounds. Merrickwood, good clean serve. And that's going to be, good hit, good putback. It's a strange sequence with Tompkins almost getting a happy birthday type of moment there. Not quite as clean as you would want that, but well defended by OPSU.
Before that point for OPSU, I was going to say I would watch for a timeout at any point now, as the Aggies haven't used one here in set 2, and the points are closer. So as the Lady Lions get any momentum and pull ahead, I would imagine we'll see a timeout pretty quickly. But the Aggies are now fighting back for point, only down 4, 8-12.
And that is the second long one by Ava Myers in a row from beyond the 10-foot line. Myers again, 3 straight hitting errors. Coach Moore is going to have a little something to say about that. Not going to call a timeout. Trying to refocus his ladies. Oh, as they were really building some momentum there, OPSU has a service error. Ava Myers back to serve. And she's waiting for something. Oh, R2. He was hidden over there at the scorer's table. Now they get the whistle. Myers back to serve. Going to Essence West. Just totally mishit it. She doesn't seem comfortable tonight. She's getting up. I see her lift, her jump. She's up there, but the big swing just not as comfortable as we're used to seeing Miss West hit the ball.
Well, and in that replay, you could see, had that gone over, her intent there was to go just right over the top of the block. That was a wide open spot, so it's a good look, but
maybe the most difficult hit in the game.
Yeah.
I formerly played basketball, and outside of just a wide open layup where you can use the glass, but if you just kind of get that short 2 to 3 footer and you're just trying to get it in the hole, you would think, well, that's really easy, but no, really one of the hardest shots to make. Give me a 30-footer any day over a 3-footer, and you just have to put so much finesse, and it's just harder for the brain to calculate to your extremities to get that kind of touch that you need. Floyd Parks, I can only assume related to Kara Parks, watching tonight, rooting on his Aggies. Thank you for watching, Mr. Parks.
And as we said, the Lady Lions got a few more points under their belt, giving a 6-point lead in the second set. So obviously we know this is a match best of 5. So we also have said it's not impossible or out of the question for if a team goes up 2-0, it's often been seen that the opposing team that's down can come back and take 3 sets in a row to then win the match.
It's happened before, and it actually happened in this gym. The Lady Lions had to do that against MacU. That's a great soft hit by Emma Tompkins as she comes around with the slide. And 9.5 times out of 10, that slide play is designed to just pound the ball. So you are really not reading that as something that's going to be slightly tipped over, especially in good position. And Tompkins has proven she can hit the ball very hard. So great heads-up play by Emma Tompkins.
And that's Ava Myers, I believe, second missed serve of this set tonight.
Off the tape. Woo! Almost a pancake by Mariquin. Diving effort. Yeah, that just, it's hard to judge anything coming off the net. Mueller just punches it over. West just has to get it over. Free play. Mueller goes right down the middle, and nobody on the OPSU side of things can handle it. And she's been extremely successful tonight. What a great outside hitter Miss Mueller is. Kaya Bakken
It's fun when they're able to switch up their play calls. We've seen Mueller hitting a lot from the outside, that being, if not the first, one of the few times we've seen her hit from the middle. But she is a very, very strong utility player for the Lady Lions and able to hit from anywhere on the floor, obviously.
Oh, Aker. Oh, my goodness. Salas. What a save by Val Salas. Wow. That goes, that's disrupted, the excitement of that was disrupted by OPSU because they won the point. Essex West back to serve, but a incredibly awesome play by Val Salas.
And you saw Burcham there calling for that back row penalty that we talked about earlier in set 1. And then anytime you see the R1 give just a flat hand across a horizontal plane, that's his way of saying, no, she didn't clear the plane of the net, so it's a legal play. That's
long. Essex West just a little too much mustard on that potato salad.
Ugh.
Or meatball.
Potato salad.
I love potato
salad.
Oh,
yuck. Anything else?
Oh. I don't know what to do with you, Ben.
I'm not really from the South, so maybe that's why.
Mm-hmm. Mueller goes right at the libero, puts it so low. Just the accuracy. You can tell Mueller is in the Michael Jordan zone tonight. Burcham back to serve. Fry fields it. And just not a great hit by Eckerd. I'm sorry, not Eckerd. Salsa.
So another timeout here. Last one of this set. Understandable, again.
Gotta get it. Yeah, gotta get it.
We had a service error, a hitting error there in the most recent rally. So again, especially when you're the underdog as far as points are concerned, you cannot make errors like that. You've got to really focus on playing error-free volleyball, and that's just not happening.
OPSU, even in this particular game set, have had several 6-point deficits that they closed to 3 on a run, and then it got thwarted. That all that momentum got sucked out by a bad serve that they made. So they are making these little mini runs, 3 points at a time, and then something negative happens like a serve, which is a little different to the morale of the team than just getting beat from a great outside hitter hit, like when Mueller kills it. Okay, yeah, salute, you did good. But when you just take a serve and you put it in the net or put it, out of bounds, it's a different feeling for the team, and it's harder to maintain momentum. Burcham serves. Well received. Oh, great over the middle play by Parks. West gets it. Oh, they're going to say that was double contact. And Galarza feels like she made a fantastic play. And I'll be honest with you, Devin, I'm not the stickler like you are. I thought it was a fantastic play.
I did too. I may have been so distracted by how quickly it went to the floor that I didn't really see. But
I didn't see like awkward rotation on it.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Oh, good block. That went right back down over the middle. That was Parks.
You saw Glick there take that first step backwards. That's what you always try to avoid playing defense.
Charge.
No matter how quick you are on your feet, even a split second, then you're too late if you take a step in the wrong direction.
Oh, and Mueller just couldn't get it back into play. Two good efforts by the defense of SAGU to just keep it going. Going to not really a slide play, but yes, a slide play to Akers. Going back to Wells. Burcham able to quickly get under it and then go backwards. It's just outstanding.
And to stay out of the net, too. That was another tight one.
Wow. Maddie Pedden serves. Fry gets it. They go to the other side, and that is going to be out. Not tipped. SAGU point. And getting down to the end of game 2 of this best-of-5 matchup. Fry delivers a great hit. Glick could not handle it and pushes it out of bounds. Now this is a really tall order for OPSU to get a comeback. It's not impossible, but next to it. Turner serves for OPSU.
Another set there by Burcham.
Yep, and gets it up to Myers. Myers just kind of has to fingertip it over, and it was easily blocked. Another consecutive point for OPSU. Can they keep it going? Wells. Oh. Turner found the answer to Wells. They're going to Myers. Oh, it gets tipped. Then just changes direction. Defense couldn't handle it. And now it's 24-17. This will be set point. Tessa Glick back to serve for the Lady Lions. Oh, mishandled. And no one could get to it because it hit the back wall. Now, my understanding is back wall is in play. I heard the R1's whistle go off right after it hit, so not sure. I don't know the cop could have gotten it, but I think that was an early whistle.
And I can't remember if it's the ceiling and the Jumbotron are in play.
They are.
But the wall is not.
Okay. I've seen them play it off the wall before.
Okay, so
now,
maybe the R1 just saw.
I will say this, that Coach Moore has mentioned to me in the past, it's not a recent conversation, but in the past, those kind of things need to be agreed by both coaches. So it could have been. All right, we're going to go down court now. Will Boone is with assistant coach Nicholas Moore. Will, what does Coach Moore have to say?
Thanks, John. Coach, your offense just rolled through those first 2 sets with Abby Wells hitting 583 and Emma Tompkins hitting an 833. How important are they to this team?
Pretty important if they're hitting like that. No, I didn't know they were doing that well. I knew they were doing well, but I didn't know their numbers are that high. But I think it's that's really good that they're doing that, and then it's just a testament to how well we're passing tonight.
Your defense has held Essence West to only 2 kills in 2 sets. How are you neutralizing their offensive attack?
Yeah, I think right now we're getting a little lucky that they're not getting the ball in system as much as they would like to, so that makes it a little bit easier. But I'm sure she'll come alive here in this set. That's just how athletic she is.
Thanks, Coach. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Will. Thanks, assistant coach Nicholas Moore. Doing a great job, and even he was surprised, Devin. It kind of looked shocked to hear. And to be honest with you, I mean, we knew Tompkins was hitting at a high clip. 833. That's insane numbers for a match. That's two sets inside the match. She's hitting 833, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if there's a record for that or if it's kept up with, but that's got to be just right there next to some type of 2-game record.
Well, and what I'd love to see is how many attempts she's had, because in my opinion, a high percentage like that, is even more impressive when you have more touches on the ball, because what that means is even if you're not getting a kill every single time, if you have those kill attempts that are not errors, then you're playing really clean, which is impressive. The more you touch the ball, the more opportunity there is for error.
Yeah.
But if you keep that high percentage, then you're doing something right.
Well, if you're out there and you're watching on YouTube, utilize that little chat box that will pop up and let us know how you're enjoying this game. Give your team a cheer, a shout out, somebody a shout out. Just chat with us, communicate. We'd love to see what your thoughts are on this game or about our broadcast or anything. We're interested, but thank you all for taking the time to watch such a great, is it just a great night and a great time of the season. We're in postseason play. So fun, so much fun. And the Lady Lions are definitely on a roll. That was Glick to start game 3 off. Mealer lets that go, and she was right. It was a little too wide. Great heads-up play by Mealer.
And we saw it both in set 1 and set 2, what you talked about, John, of the Lady Lions coming out strong, getting that lead early on. So I would assume that we would see that same thing here in set 3, as the Lady Lions have kept a consistent amount of momentum throughout this entire match.
Well, you just ensured that we wouldn't see it, because that's called the commentator's curse. Thanks, Devin.
I don't believe in it. The Lady Lions can fight through it.
Abby Wells, oh, that's a big block. She wasn't necessarily trying to tool the block there. She was going across court, because that has been, but hey, heads up play by OPSU. They're making adjustments. It was just hit so hard that it went out of bounds. Oh, the reaction time. Miss Ava Myers. Wow. Watch how quickly she gets up. That's just amazing. Tessa Glick, fourth serve in a row. Oh, mishandled by Mealer, and that is going to be credit kill to Zoe Fry.
An immediate error that Mealer knew she made as soon as she made contact with the ball. But again, not something we see hardly ever from her, so that'll be an easy recovery.
Yep. Sanchez served, and that was smoking. Wow. Ava Myers, now she said, find me a spot, coach. I need to find a new lane. She found it. Right over the middle. Faith Mariquin to serve. Oh, that was pretty. Going to Essence West. Just not a great set for her. She had to reach way behind her to try to get that in, and could not. Actually, she could. My bad. That was a great hit by, off-speed hit by Essence West. I thought my eyes are playing tricks on me. I thought it landed on the other side of the net.
This whole getting dark really early is just messes with the eyes.
It takes me a week. It takes me a week these days to just readjust. Ava Myers is going to serve for the Lady Lions.
Strong, aggressive serve, just barely clearing the net there.
Essence West gets blocked. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's too hard. Emma Tompkins comes back just a little bit closer to earth. Not much. She's not very close. She's still way up there. She was hitting at 833. She finally misses one. Wow. Mealer. Ruiz gets blocked by Tompkins. Miller hits it hard. It gets tipped. Well received. And that is not going to be fielded by Tessa Glick. And that's going to be OPSU. Really doing everything they can to keep this as close. Keep the Lady Lions from getting that lead. And mark this back at point one when we heard Devin Gwines, the all-important commentator's curse about how they would get out to a lead. We just don't do that, Devin. I taught you better by my failures.
Rookie mistake.
Oh, yeah, right.
5 years later.
You can't claim rookie mistake anymore. And Ruiz hits that one wide left, trying to go across court. That's going to bring in Kaya Bach to serve. Oh, that is a big hit by Parks.
Maricon was in the right place at the right time.
I literally, that is just, trying to stay alive.
Yeah.
That is a reflex of self-preservation. That was amazing. Bach back to serve again. Going to Ruiz. Blocked. Bach gets it. Going to Miller this time. Oh, good defense. Oh, nice punch over by Parks. Miller just goes over the block. Gets enough hand there to kind of deflect it way back so nobody could get it. Bach again. 3 serves in a row. And Parks says, I'll take that. It was awkward, but I'll take it. We take those points.
Well, that was a much slower serve speed from the Lady Lions than we've seen really this entire match, switching things up on the position.
West serves for OPSU. That was Akers with a big swing going cross court. That big block, Akers and Miller. That came down so fast after the block, just can't really recover. West tried to get, and she actually tried to kick it over, but Pele'd it, for you soccer fans, to the back wall. West is trying to get it over. Now Libero has to get it over for OPSU. Wells, that's always a scary sight. If you played against Abby Wells and she gets that nice high set and she's already back behind the 10-foot line, and you just see that 2-step hop, that's just going, that's going to be devastating.
Yeah, you do not want to be playing defense on the right side of the court when that happens.
No, you really don't. Because they have to continually take those balls out and repressurize them. That's how hard Abby Wells hits the ball. 10-5, just a 5-point lead for your Lady Lions. And we've seen, now here's a scenario. If OPSU can clean it up just a little, they've been getting a little better. But if they can really clean it up here, 5's nothing for them. We see them going 3-point runs almost, maybe 3 to 4 times a set. So it's been just silly little errors like service errors that thwart that momentum. And if they can get on a 3-point run and then maybe get a 4th point or just don't get a silly mistake, then the headspace stays a little clearer and you don't give the other team momentum.
Right. And those service errors are the most detrimental to that headspace because that's where so much of the focus is lost. So the pain is that much greater.
Mueller just got to get it over. So bump set from the libero. Oh, nice hit by Ruiz. That came in from the right side there. That's very good system play. Kopic to serve for OPSU. Oh, there it is again. Service errors. Maddie Pettin.
And error-free volleyball. I've mentioned that several times, but you've got to control what's within your I'm going to interrupt myself. Happy birthday, Jancy Akers. That was awesome.
Great timing. And that's something Akers is very good at, recognizing when it's coming at her to know what to do with the ball so quickly. And there's that's a salute there by R1 that you were talking about.
Yeah, so that's where you've got your setter who's back row trying to come up and make a play. She went up one-handed above the plane of the net. Not allowed.
Number 10 for OPSU, Ruiz just hit a devastating shot down the right line. It's going to be Turner in to serve. Jancy Akers, 2 quick points for her. Getting them, really maximizing that rotation for herself and her team. Extending the lead to 7. West. Zoe Fry. Not a great position from the set. And going back to outer space is Emma Tompkins. Just killing it. Literally.
That partnership between she and Burcham, I mean, their timing is just so impeccable on those quick sets.
And they make it look so easy, like just almost effortless. That is not easy to do, folks. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of work. And assistant coach Nicholas Moore, I see him in here all the time working with these young ladies on skill improvements just like that. They have a lot of little drills they do, and they pay off. Again, it's clockwork, and she's just absolutely in the outer stratosphere, if that's a thing. She's way out there.
Yeah, no one even close there to defend that one.
Her numbers are going to be through the roof. Merrick went back to serve. Oh, that is a nice play. And instead of it being Riley Bertram kind of looked across, and I could tell I just read her mind. She was like, oh, that's my play.
You don't do that.
You owe me a little bit of royalty. That's my play. But that was De Leon Toribio with a great play from the setter position. Glick, wow, again. Whew, very soft. I don't know how it looked like it was going to be a shank, but it was perfectly placed. Oh, Pettin. Oh, no. Got too close to the net. That was just awkward from the get-go, as you'll see right there. Pettin does get it, but wasn't a great receive moment there.
No, and that was intentional, too, by OPSU, trying to get Bertram to take that first ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something that we don't really talk about too much, but the play design of from the coach's mouth to the player's ears, who you're going after. There's a lot of call-outs in the strategy of volleyball. you aim, you pick on a player, and you go after them. So in a very common strategy, and just correct me when I'm wrong, I'm just regurgitating what I've heard you say many times over the years, and Coach Moore, is you try to take the setter, the playmaker, out of the play by going at them with the first hit.
Yeah, that's right. And any free ball play, typically great push there. Alexis Mealer, strong hand all the way back to that one position on the floor. But rule of thumb, you're going to take a free ball high and deep to the one position, which if you're unfamiliar, that is the right back position, deep corner on the court. That is just where you practice all the time, sending those free balls to get the other team as out of system as possible. Now, anytime John, to your point about trying to take out the setter, they are that playmaker that have the best hands on the court. Now, depending on your coaching philosophy, if you're a Coach Moore, every player on the court needs to be comfortable to be a setter, which is why they have so much success with a great defensive player like Burcham, because everyone else is so comfortable to step in. But if you are trying to pick on Burcham to get her out, you want to send the ball to her so that it forces another backup player to come in and not have the strength to run those quick sets that are so offensively successful.
Yeah, there you're seeing a live look in from the number 1 team in the conference, Texas Wesleyan. It's just down the road, actually, about 20 miles west of here. And they're playing host to the USAO Drovers, University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma. And looks like all but Oklahoma City University, all the Oklahoma teams had to travel tonight. West. And that's West says that it was tipped. The referees did not agree. They give the point to SAGU.
I do appreciate this R1. He doesn't even give time for nonsense. He said, nope, I made the call and that's it, and we're moving on.
Yeah.
Gotta appreciate the confidence.
Well, sure. I mean, as the referee, you got to do that. But,
yeah, that's Ava Meyer's third missed serve.
yeah, just not feeling it tonight. All right. She has been in such the hot mode as of late and doing very little wrong. Sometimes, it's just not your night. Oh, goes on the other side. Good serve by OPSU. Going to Essence West. Wow, somehow the defense of the Lady Lions get that back in play and actually make a good setup for Mariquin to hit that from beyond the 10-foot line. That's just so rare for her to have to take the last hit. Mm-hmm. Usually she's getting the first. Salas receives. Mealer gets blocked. Mariquin back to Mealer. And they're going to say that was touched. I believe that was Ashley Sanchez that touched it. Yeah, she's in the back. Probably would have gone out of bounds without the touch even.
I think so.
Kaya Bach comes in to serve.
And we are in the final stretch here for the Lady Lions as far as points go. We're in that last run of 5 to the 25-point mark.
Oh, Ruiz just got under it. And that happens. Kind of go up a little bit awkwardly. You want to rush it, you'll get under it. And sends it way out. Bach serve again.
Trying that sneaky stuff.
Didn't work that time for PSU now. With a chance, Ruiz hits it into the net. Just 2 points left in this set. for the Lady Lions. Bach serves it deep right corner. West hits it hard. And that's going to be touched by Mariquin. Very possible that would have gone out.
Yeah, it looked like as soon as the call was made,
that's going out.
She was looking to see if she thought the blockers touched it. So I think she jumped intentionally to try and see if she could bring it back in play.
Good thought. Yeah. Fry gets a good hit on the lack of net penetration by the SAGU blocking wall. Essence West. Oh, serves it short. That's going to bring this to set point. Riley Burcham's going to serve.
And this will also be match point for the Lady Lions as this is set 3.
That's a redo. Oh, the ball, somehow a ball snuck onto the court. Got loose from Ballboy's hands.
See some irritation from the referees there, wanting to keep the ball
right, because
off court.
You don't want to do that, especially on set point. OPSU keeps it in play somehow. Akers hits it back. She gets the set and match point, last set and match point of this Lady Lions season in the Schaefer Center. The last one. Think of that, Devin.
Wow.
And that honor goes to Jancy Akers. What a great match played by your Lady Lions. Unfortunately, someone's got to lose, and that was OPSU tonight. What a great team. They really put on a strong run. OPSU did towards the end of the season. And I don't think a lot of people gave them a lot of chance to make the run like they did. But they got in the tournament and really 6th place. Not bad for the team that they have. They definitely are on the come up. Coach Julie Allen doing a great job, and I believe it's just her 2nd year. So OPSU volleyball program, I believe, headed in the right direction and going to be a strong competitor in the near future seasons, I should say, for the Sooner Athletic Conference. So nothing to hang your head about. Just wasn't your night. The Lady Lions had home court advantage, and they're playing. They know this is all important. We worked so hard to get in that top 4 spot, number 3 in the conference, and that keeps them. Actually, is a good placement. 2nd or 3rd keeps you on the other side of Texas Wesleyan's bracket.
Yeah.
So we shall see, but that will come up this weekend. We're going to throw it down now to our sideline reporter, Will Boone. He's standing there with player of the game, Abby Wells. Will, what does Abby have to say for herself tonight?
Thanks, John. Abby, you just had one of the best games of your career with an insane hitting percentage of 600. How are you feeling after that insane performance?
I'm very excited. I'm ready to take on Oklahoma City on Friday, and I'm ready to get this ring. It's ring season. Let's go.
Like you just said, looking ahead, the rest of the tournament will be played this weekend in Oklahoma City. What's it going to take for your team to come out on top?
We're just going to have to play as a team together. I mean, we've overcome so much this season already, so much diversity, and I think if we just played how we played like that, then we're gonna get it.
Thanks, Abby. Congratulations. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Will. Thank you, Miss Wells. What a great game, hitting 600 with 11 kills. That is hard to do, Devin. I mean, it's hard to do just, hitting 2 or 3 or 4 kills, but hitting 11 kills, that is just an insane hitting percentage. Of course, Alexis Smealer does what she does every game and just dominates. 14 kills with a what we would consider a well above par mark hitting percentage right there at that 300 line. And then Emma Tompkins having the night of her volleyball career, really hitting 800 off of 8 kills. That, ladies and gentlemen, is outer-worldly and or otherworldly, however you like it. And what a great game. Lady Lions looked pretty much invincible.
Well, I was just looking at those game stats, top left, the comparison between the two. If a lot of times if a score is closer, or maybe it goes to 4 sets, 5 sets, you'll see some more parity between at least offense or defense from both teams. But here you can see very clearly the Lady Lions pulled ahead in both categories of offense and defense. 43 kills to 21, 63 digs to 48. I mean, obviously hitting percentage too, but you just can't have that much difference if you're going to have a close match. And so that's indicated, obviously, in today's being 3 and done. But that's something to look for just when you're watching future games. A lot of times the stats in between will be a lot closer, and there will be some consistency between the score differentials and those offensive and defensive stats in between.
Yeah, and Mr. Mark All In chatting in our YouTube chat room saying the Lady Lions looking beastly, and I'd have to agree. Just absolute dominating performance by your Lady Lions, and hopefully they'll be able to take that on the road up to it's supposed to be neutral territory, but it's not, because OCU always hosts the volleyball, the Sooner Athletic Conference volleyball tournament, the Final Four at least, and they're always in it. They've dominated for so many years. But I really think that this Lady Lions squad has what it takes to go up to Oklahoma City and win the whole Sooner Athletic Conference tournament. They just got to play flawless like they did. No real glaring errors. Keep your service errors down. Right. Just receive the ball really well. All the fundamental things. They've got the hitters. Yeah. They've got the blocking duos. So many different ones. The net play, the backline defense. They got all the goods. They can do it. Mm-hmm. And we want you to just stay tuned to the SAGU Sports Network on your social media portals. We will report all the game time action that is going on, even though it is up in Oklahoma City this weekend. The SAGU Sports Network broadcast can't carry it, but we will definitely keep you up to date on how those games are going and root them on. If you can get up there, I'm sure Coach Moore would appreciate it. But if not, just stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this broadcast. We count it a privilege and an honor to be able to do this, and it's so much fun. Devin, this is bittersweet for you and I.
I know.
Very bittersweet. I'm not saying we're not going to do more games together, but in the near future, it looks like your move to Oklahoma, the Oklahoma City area.
That's right.
We just don't want you to switch allegiances.
Oh, don't worry. My alma mater will always ring true.
That was just a softball, giving you an opportunity to state that for the record.
On the recording.
But we are losing you geographically, and that's very sad for us, but it's a great move for you and your husband, Corey, and your children. It's going to be an amazing adventure. I know it will be, and we wish you all of God's best. And we know you're not going to be a stranger.
That's
but I'm going to have to find a new expert analysis, and it's just not going to be
I don't know. Either that or we
technology.
Get ahead of our... Exactly.
Right.
I just call it from Oklahoma City.
I like the way you think, and we'll work on that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and we appreciate all the support that you've given us. This will be officially, well, there is one outside chance we do the Victory Bowl. We have not heard. We should know pretty soon. So stay tuned to the social media portals for that information. But we may have one more broadcast to do. But as for right now, to my knowledge, this will be our last SAGU Sports Network broadcast of 2021. A little tear.
Single tear.
Welling up. I love this, and we love SAGU Athletics and what Coach Gotting has done with the whole athletics department. Again, my name's John Cookman, your play-by-play commentator, and Devin Webb, your expert analysis. Your Lady Lions win in a 3-game sweep over Oklahoma Panhandle State, going to the next level, Final Four of the Sooner Athletic Conference tournament. Thank you for watching. You have been watching the SAGU Sports Network.